Alright, hello everybody. Today we're doing another Let's Play. This time doing Five Freddy's. So this is the first night I'm starting because I already got up to the fifth one, but I'm starting new just because. So I remember this game back in 2014 when I was about 10 years old, because this game came out in September 24th, which I would have been 10 years old. And I remember Markiplier played this game, which was kind of cool. I think that was my first exposure to Markiplier. So that was cool.
Hello? Hello? I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days, as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly bleached,
carousel music
carpets have been replaced, blah blah blah. Now that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children, and we need to show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87. Yeah. It's amazing that the human body can live without the...
Sorry to interrupt you, Scott, but...
You know,
do we still know who did the bite of 87? Because I swear that question had been unanswered for like many times. I was thinking it might be Mango because that seems to be the logical one.
Won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton.
But we never really got any answers who did the bite of 87.
Now, since that's against the rules,
we know who did the bite of 83 because it was Fredbear. But that's about it.
Inside a Freddy Fazbear suit.
Actually, there's a lot of that question that has been answered in the Find the Craze community. Hold on a minute, guys.
Especially around the facial.
Wait, what was in the box in Find the Craze 4? Who was the security guard in the third game? I know some people think it's like Michael Afton, but I don't know.
Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. But hey, first station of the breeze. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night.
Okay, Bonnie and Chico's are moving, so that's good. I'm at 66% already. Yep, Bonnie moved. Fucking course. So yeah, there's a lot of like theories on Five Freddy's and all that stuff, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm terrible with that kind of stuff. I think they've gone a bit too wild with the yaw and all that stuff. Well, it used to be like really simple, like William Afton was known as, and Barney moved to the hallway. That's Foxy singing. Unusual Barney to go straight to the hallway. One aggressive motherfucker. Yes, Foxy. Okay, Barney isn't moving, so that's good. Barney still ain't moving. That's suspicious. Okay, going well, doing well. Chica isn't moving, which is surprising, because she usually moves well. Alright, Barney's there. Gotta keep a watch on Barney. There you are, Barney. Oh, Barney's gone. Alright, Barney's back in the dining area, which is good. There's Barney. Chica's gone. There he is! Close that door just in case. Oh shit, both of them in the hallway now. They're all coming up the woodworks. Oh, he's not. Was it? That's good. Surprise storage, was it? There's Chica. We go. You know, I used to think Chica was a duck, but apparently she's actually a chicken. Hey, Barney. Okay. You can say all you want, the doors ain't opening. Fuck off, Chica. Fuck off, Barney. Oh shit. That's unusual for Foxy. Yeah, so apparently God, Chica, fuck me off. So yeah, apparently if you don't work up the camera even at the first night, Foxy will just... Oh my god, Chica, piss off. Worse than Barney you are. Oh, but we got through the first night, so that's good. So yeah, apparently, even at the first night, if you don't look at the monitors close enough, Foxy will still, like, be active. But it's only, like, on the first night. Throughout, Foxy more active. Alright. Watch these little bastards. Chica was proper staying at the doorway. She wasn't moving at all. I've got to keep a watch on Foxy. Or else he's gonna chase down a horn. bite my ass.
Hello? Hello? Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats. I won't talk quite as long.
And Bonnie's gone into me, so that's good.
His friends tend to become more active as the week progresses. It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know. Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though, so hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are blind spots in your camera views, and those blind spots happen to be right outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door light. You might only have a few seconds to react.
I was wondering where you were.
Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Cove from time to time. The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active if the cameras remain off for long periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon.
I don't know if you're hearing this, but there's like a door thumping. Someone trying to kick down the door. Hold on, I don't know what that's all about. Bonnie. Oh! Hey Bonnie. If I remember correctly, on the first video that Markiplier uploaded of this game, he actually got killed by Foxy. I remember that. That was the first ever jump scare you received in this game. Chica's gone, and she's moving straight down the hallway. Brilliant. Which means that she's. Hey Bonnie. Someone's really creeping me the fuck out. It's weird to think that this was supposed to be Scott Cawthon's last game. Because I remember he had some bad reviews because of Chip and Dale, not Chip and Dale, Chip and Son's game. And this was supposed to be his last ever game. And then all of a sudden it went from being this sort of kick-starter game and actually didn't get enough by backers, so he ended up cancelling it and just releasing the game, to getting a movie, books. It's funny that this game went from being this sort of Scott Cawthon game that he was going to make to this Chica's gone. There she is. To this Yasuba game that he was going to make, to this multi-million game game that had like a bunch of games released, movies, books, merchandise, like a lot of merchandise. So it's kind of cool to see that. Granted, some of the merch is a bit questionable quality. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're shit. You just kind of had to. Surprisingly, Bonnie isn't moving much. There's Chica. There's Bonnie. Got a message, but I can check that after I'm done. Stay there. Of course Bonnie was fast. She's in the kitchen. Cause she's a fatty.